Hey guys, hope everyone's day is going well, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a review on the YoYoFactory Ko-Alu Edge, and from now on I'm just going to call it the Kedge because I don't want to say Ko-Alu every single time. Without further ado, let's jump into the review. Alright, so real quick, I gotta give a shout out to my grandparents. They actually got me this yo-yo for Christmas, so thank you guys so much. I'm really grateful that you got this for me. It is a fantastic yo-yo, and I can't wait to do this review. Alright, so real quick, what is this yo-yo? Okay, so this is one of Evan Nagau's newest signature yo-yos. He's, national world champion. Yeah, he's a really talented player, and this is one of his signature yo-yos. Essentially, this is a mono metal version of the normal YoYoFactory Edge. So the YoYoFactory Edge looks like this, and this is basically just the mono metal budget version. And if you don't know what mono metal means, it basically just means that it is made of one metal. The Edge was actually made of two metals, so this is just one metal. It is a more budget-friendly option than the Edge, and it's supposed to play very similar to the Edge. This yo-yo goes for $44.99. I'll put the links down below if you guys are interested in picking one of these up. Also, it's called the Ko-Alu Edge because that's the mountain range where Evan Nagau grew up in Hawaii. Alright, so real quick, I'm gonna put the specs on the screen of this yo-yo. Nothing is really too crazy with this yo-yo. All the specs are pretty normal for yo-yos these days. But yeah, you guys can pause the video if you want a closer look at some of the specs. Alright, so let's take a look around the yo-yo. So, as I said before, there are really just fairly average dimensions. This yo-yo isn't super unique in any way in regards to the specs. The weight being 66.5 grams is, I guess, a little bit on the heavier side, and we'll talk a little bit more about how this yo-yo feels on the string later in the video. But yeah, I guess that's the only real spec that's a little bit different than most yo-yos. The color of this yo-yo is absolutely sick. Evan Nagau has this color for just about every single one of his yo-yos. It's kind of like this silver to black fade, so I love that. It's got a super smooth matte finish all around the entire yo-yo. Looking on over to the rim, it says Ko-Alu Edge National Champion, and then on the other rim it says YoYoFactory Evan Nagau, all in some pretty sweet font. So overall, I think the engravings in this look really nice. The shape itself is pretty standard, honestly. It's a very simple H shape with only two cuts down to the bearing, which has some low walls. So honestly, the shape itself is not crazy by any means. However, you'll notice as we look on over to the cup, YoYoFactory has added some extra metal on the inside of the cup for added stability. So yeah, if you look at this, the inside of the cup actually has more rings of metal. It has more cuts in it than the outside, and that's because they've added an extra bit of metal on the inside for some added stability. Overall, I think it's a really cool idea. I haven't really seen too many companies play around with this idea, and we'll talk a little bit more how that works in the playability section of the video. And then in the middle, there's kind of a little ramp that leads up to the tiny hub, which I'm actually gonna try to do a finger spin with a toothpick. I think I want to try this. I mean, that little tiny area looks perfect for a finger spin with a toothpick, so without further ado, let's try it out. Okay, so I kind of failed at that, but now let's talk about how this yo-yo plays on the string. Now, so based on the shape of the yo-yo, I expected this yo-yo honestly to play super standard and boring. However, I was really honestly pleasantly surprised, since this yo-yo actually has a really nice feel to it. It definitely reminds me a little bit of the Edge. I wouldn't say it's identical, but obviously this is a much more budget-friendly yo-yo, so I think YoYoFactory did a great job with making it feel similar to the Edge. The play itself is like super stable, long spinning, powerful, and it definitely has quite a bit of rim weight, and it all makes sense since Evan's style is very extreme, therefore he would want a very, solid, long spinning, and stable yo-yo. But yeah, like I said before, this yo-yo actually feels pretty unique. It's a very enjoyable throw to throw. It's kind of hard to describe how the feel of this yo-yo is, but I was just kind of expecting something like super boring and stuff like that. However, this yo-yo actually feels really unique, and I love it. For fast tricks, this yo-yo is super good. I mean, the yo-yo itself plays pretty fast and is nimble on the string, so there's no issues with that. Whips and slacks are also great since the shape is fairly accommodating for those kinds of tricks. Tech is awesome because it's not like super big in any way. It's not really like, irregular when it comes to the specs, and so I can perform through all that, dense or complex tight tech. And then for horizontal, this yo-yo is also excellent. This yo-yo just powers through all the combos. I mean, the yo-yo itself is quite the powerhouse with, a huge amount of stability and everything, and those low walls really help this yo-yo to perform really nicely on some horizontal tricks. Next, for grinds, this yo-yo is very good. For finger and palm, it's super good because the whole finish of this yo-yo is super very matte, very smooth, and this yo-yo can perform those finger and palm grinds for a really long time. Thumb and talon grinds are also really easy to perform because, they've got that little ridge or lip right there where they add the extra amount of metal. It also makes it great to lock into a good thumb grind. For finger spins, I'd say it's pretty good. I mean, your finger just kind of rotates around that middle hub, but the smooth, matte finish and just the general shape of that hub, it can definitely perform your finger spins. It's not like they're impossible. It's just, you should note that you're not going to be able to lock in really. So in conclusion, this is a really solid yo-yo from Evan. It's got a really nice, great price of just $45. It's a very good price for a yo-yo of this quality, so I definitely recommend it as being like a really stellar budget yo-yo. Honestly, this yo-yo brings a lot of great characteristics to the table, and I would really recommend this one. Like I said before, if you are interested in this yo-yo, the links will be in the description if you want to pick one of these up. Okay, so that is it for my review of the YoYoFactory Kedge. If you guys did enjoy the video and learned something new, definitely be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you guys are new here and haven't seen my videos before, definitely hit that subscribe button because I've posted videos just about every single week. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.